Hello guys and welcome to Creative Arts Academy. In this video we would be looking at how you can install VS Code and set it up and do certain things. So let's head over to our browser. So over here we can come and search for VS Code. And say VS Code download for PC whichever one. So you can come here, click on this first link, download Visual Studio Code, Mac, Linux, Windows, and it will take you to this interface. So you can see Windows 10, 11, so whichever one. I already have it, so I will not be clicking on a new one. I already have it. You can see it here. You can see it here. I already have it. So you just click on the one you want. So I can just click on this Windows 10, 11, and it will start downloading. So that's how it is being done. Now over to the setup. Next thing after this, to come here, create a folder. Now the essence of creating this folder is just like a storage or where all your codes will be saved. Just is an easy location to access all your codes. So you just come here, click on create new folder, and I can name it folder name. And here I have my folder. I can decide to move it to any position I like. Now head over to your VS Code. Head over to your VS Code. On a normal, you won't see all of this. So this is my own folder. Now, how do I bring in that folder to this side? So you just click on this file, click on open folder, and you can see it here, folder. So you click on this folder and you select folder. So it will bring you to something like this. So under this folder now, this folder folder, you can decide to create new folder, create new file. So let's say I want to create new file. I will still name it folder.html. Now the reason for using .html is to specify the language we are using. So I'll click on enter and it has taken me to the HTML site. So if you watch the previous video, you see I said next thing to this, to use shift and 1, this sign will come out and you click on enter and your syntax will come out. So this is basically how to do this, and I will advise both the mobile phone users to also watch this because I might not repeat the same process for mobile phone users. So let's proceed. Now I said I was going to touch little to the basic things you need to know under this HTML. So here you have the title. Let me just assume that this side from here to here is none of your business. So your business is this title. Title is the title of what you're working on. Okay, let's say, let me just name it food name since I've been using food name, and I will go live so you can see what I'm talking about. So just like your Microsoft Word, you have the title bar. So this is just like the title bar. So for VS Code or for HTML. So like I say, it is the title bar. You can see it here, food name. Just like your Microsoft, when you name a document, when you save a document, you will see there, what you save it as. So that's the essence of that title. Now we have what we call tags. We have the opening tag, like this one there is called an opening tag, and this here is called the closing tag. So each opening tag must have a corresponding closing tag. The difference between an opening tag and a closing tag is opening tag just have this bracket, whereas the closing tag has forward slash in it. So there are two types of elements. We have the bold element and inline element. Yes, the bold element and the inline element. And this is where we'll stop for this video. I've prepared other videos in case you need anything. But for this video, we'll just explore the bold element and inline element, understanding it, and we are done. So for the bold elements are those elements that can cover a whole space. Like they are the boss. They don't need you to disturb them. They like staying on their own. Whereas the inline elements are elements that okay, they can accommodate other substitutes. So let's explore this. Now the first bold element to be looking at is the heading tag. So let's say for example H1 and I type goods. Now let's check what I just typed. You can see here goods. Now suppose you are writing a letter and your heading is actually goods. Let's say for example your heading is goods. Will you proceed to the next line to write, or you will continue writing from like after writing your heading, you continue writing straight, start the letter immediately? On a normal sense, you're meant to move to the next line. So the bold tag will automatically move you to the next line to continue. It will not continue directly after the heading. So let's say I introduce another heading tag. Let's say H6. I still introduce that same goat. You can see that it automatically moved to the next line. It did not continue here. But for the inline element, it will continue there. It will continue. It won't move to the next line. So that's the function of the bold element. Now let's explore the inline element. So let's say I want to type something like strong and I say Obi, or I say Jane. Even if I move to the next line now, I've moved to the next line here in our code. I moved to the next line. Now, I decide to use another strong. Strong is a girl. Jane is a girl. So come here. What did you notice? Everything appeared on one line. Even if I move to the next line, it appeared on one line. So even if I keep adding more things there, moving to the next line, adding more things. Okay, let's see. Let me use another tag. Let me use emphasis, and I say, and she is beautiful. So I actually moved to the next line, but coming here, what you notice, everything continued on that line, showing that it's an inline element. I think the name alone should make you understand. Inline, everything is on that line. So that's the main difference. For the bold element just like the landlord element just like the landlord, they don't want disturb. They are the boss. Only them occupy that space. Whereas the inline element, the inline element, they are the tenant. They just manage wherever you put them. They just manage, in that same line. So what can I do? Let's say I want to make this a bold element and I want to separate these two. Now I can come here, let's go back to our code and introduce the p tag. The p tag is the paragraph tag. Now when you're writing the data, when you're writing your Microsoft Word, when you introduce a paragraph, what happens? The paragraph starts from the next line. It doesn't continue. You cannot call an element here a paragraph. Then a paragraph will move to the next line. And if you introduce another paragraph, it will also move to the next line, just like that. So you introduce a paragraph tag. So I can come here and say paragraph tag is as P. So here I have my paragraph tag. You can see P. I've embedded this in a paragraph tag and come here now. What you notice here, it's automatically moved to the next line. It moved to the next line. So that's how it is being done because I introduced a paragraph. Now, if I don't introduce a paragraph, it will continue. You've already seen it, it's continued. So that's the main difference between the bold element and an inline element. Now, sometimes okay, you might not want to use the paragraph tag. You can go for a break tag. Now let me remove this. So I can come here and introduce a break tag. Break tag is BR. You can note if you notice now, it moves to the next line automatically. So that break is to break words or to break lines. You can either break lines or break words. So Jane is a girl and she is beautiful. It's a full sentence. But because I apply that break, that BR, it actually moves, you know, and she is beautiful to the next line. So what if I didn't put that break there? I decided to put it, let's say, in between um Jane. Okay, in between. I decided to put it in between and she's beautiful. So let's say come here, I'll come here and put the BR here. Now let's go back here. So what you notice that the break happened after introducing the and. That is when every other thing moves to the next line. But if I remove that break, everything will be on a straight line. But because I introduced that break, every other thing after the and move to the next line. So we can use break, we can use p tags, to actually separate this thing because break, p tags, h1, most of these things they are mostly bold elements. But h1, the heading tag, the emphasis tag, the in fact the formatting tags they are mostly inline elements. I hope my explanation is clear because you'll be needing this as you proceed further, to explore the heading tags, formatting tags, and release tags, link tag, and image tag. So if you enjoyed this video, ensure you subscribe, like, and comment. And for the mobile phone users still, this is also important for you. So it's advisable you watch this because I didn't create such video for mobile users. See you in the next video.